Hey there, little Jesus. Is Papa G just getting started with practicum class. Now, in order to brand yourself, you want to create some kind of an online presence, and you can do this through Instagram posts, Facebook posts, even little TikTok videos and stuff like that. But we're going to go with the more traditional stuff that you can send something to future employers or maybe even colleges. So we're going to start with Adobe Spark. Now, we've already been exposed to Adobe Spark, but what we're going to do is we're going to create a web page. Now, to do that, we're going to do this in stages. And the things that we're going to do are create a splash page. Then we have to organize our content. In other words, we're going to organize our pictures and all of our portfolios so that it could be put on a Spark page. Now, this is going to require a little bit of editing, but that'll come later in a future video. So let's start with this one real quick, a splash page. Now, a splash page is just the first thing that people see when they click on your web page. And a lot of times splash pages have links and stuff to go to other pages, but this is just going to be a dead page, which is not going to have any links on it. It's just going to have your brand on it, and in one quick glance, it's going to say people are going to see your brand, and hopefully they're going to be able to tell what you're all about. So let's get started. Now, here is the Spark homepage, and the first thing I want to do is introduce you to all of these templates that they've got. So I'm going to go right here to View All, and right away you can see you have all and graphics, and let me go back to browsing. You got graphics, web pages, and videos. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start off with a web page. Now, when it comes to web page, I'm just going to go to popular and see more. Now, we are doing a web page, so we want something that's landscape so that it's really good for computer screens. I'm going to go ahead and just find one that kind of catches my eye. I'm going to go ahead and go to this one right here. Now, on this one, I like it because it's got the same kind of branding that I use. This font right here is a lot like a font that I use in my work. And of course, it's got a picture here. Now, that's not me, but let's go ahead and click on it to start editing it. Now, right here on this side, this is your options. You can either see more templates, you could look at the design, and of course you can change the colors, the layout, and resize and all that. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick with this for now. Now, what you can't tell by looking at this is a multi-layered template where things can be edited. The pictures, the splash part of the page right here, you can make this, most of the screen or just a little bit of it. And you can also edit the text that's here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is work on this picture. Now, I have a brand, kind of inadvertently. I made an avatar or a picture of kind of my face with my glasses, my beard, and my hat, and it's kind of become synonymous with my brand. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my face here instead of this guy. I don't even know who this is. So I'm going to go over here to image, and right here embedded in Spark, you can either upload photos from your computer, which is what I'm going to do, or you can kind of play with these where you go in to find free photos, and there are loads of free photos in here. Now, I typed in graphic design earlier, and you can see that there are, you just click on it, and it will put the picture, where you want. Now, I'm going to go back to just a color fill here, and I'm going to change the color to something that's a little more me. I like the blue. Now I'm going to click on this image right here, and I'm going to click on images to replace what's here. I'm going to go ahead and upload a photo from my computer, and I just took one the other day just for this tutorial. Now, the thing about this, and I'm going to slide this over, I'm going to make my picture a little bit smaller, and I'm going to center it, and rotate it a bit. So there we go, so that it has a little bit of a tilt to it. Now, once I've done that, I can also change the size of it, but I kind of like the size of it. It's just right. And let me go a little bit more out this way. I want both this word here and this description here to kind of bleed over into the picture. I want that to be the bridge for the both of them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and change this by pushing edit, and instead of tutorial, I'm just going to put here graphic design, and do one word on top of the other. Done. So instead of going out further, it's going to be a block of text here. Graphic design. Now, here's the deal. The word graphic and the word design are really too far apart. And what I like about this that you can't do in most programs is you can change the spacing of the lines. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit larger and change the line spacing. That's too large. There we go, graphic design. And then I'm going to put it right about here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on this one and edit it, and I'm going to change it to say tutorials and tips from Mr. G. And push done. Now I have pretty much changed it just the way I want it. You know what? I'm going to go back and edit this. I changed my mind. I think I'm going to put this all in one line. Done. And it didn't do it. Hang on. Graphic design. Done. There we go. Change the size. Now, once again, I have both of these things bleeding over into the photo of me, so that, and I'm going to change the rotation just a bit, so that it's kind of, they bridge the two, the color space here and the picture of me. Now that I've changed that, I'm going to go into colors. Now it's got a bunch. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to unclick. Make sure that nothing is clicked here. I'm going to go to colors. Now, here are a bunch of color themes. Now, all you have to do is just kind of click randomly and stop when you find one that you like. And I am going to just, not really a big fan of green, but that one looks kind of cool. Here, the bold ones are kind of my favorite. And I'm going to stick with, let's see. Okay, that's crazy. Come on, G, find one. Well, I like this one, so I'm going to stick with this one right here. And now that I believe this is a good splash page, and I've moved everything just the way I like it, I can go ahead and name it here. Splash page. Can't see what I'm typing. Splash page 3, because I've already made a couple. And once I'm done with it and it's finished saving, I can go back to my Spark posts and it will be there with all the other stuff I've made. Now that I like it and I'm happy with it, I'm going to go ahead and push download, and I'm going to download as a JPEG. You can download as pretty much anything you want, PDF, JPEG, or PNG. And of course, if you want to change it to even another kind of file, you can do that in either Photopea or Photoshop. And there it is. It's in my downloads page now. All right. So this is what you're going to do today. You're going to go and you're going to find yourself a template that you're going to like to use for your web page. This is the first thing that people see when they log on to your page. So I want to make sure that you're really happy with it. But remember, if you don't like it or you don't think it's perfect, you can go in and change it anytime you want. Now, the one that I'm actually planning to use for my page is this one right here. I just think it's whimsical. I like the colors. I'm not really done editing it yet. I'm going to crop out a lot of this, maybe move the splash page or the color splash a little further over, but this is what I'm going to use. All right, so you're going to have to go into Spark, create a splash page that is landscape, that's made for computer screens, and you're going to download it and attach it to the assignments. And when you're done, that will be your grade. The rubric will be on your assignments page, so go ahead and look for that too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being so good, and have a wonderful day.